Take one. In the late 60s and early 70s, there were so many eager black young men and women working and hoping for the opportunity to become successful singing groups. The arrival of the Jackson 5 encouraged that, and that iconic appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show increased that desire even more. It can be a tough business. Many would drift into obscurity, while other groups will find their way to the center stage. Hello, I'm your host, Pamela D, for Looking Back, an artist in review. In this series, we will revisit a group that is a favorite of IFAT's team member, Tia Thomas. Tia feels this group has not received the recognition she feels is so deserving. That group that found that center stage and became one of her very favorite artists is the group Black Ivory. The group was formed in Harlem, New York in 1969. However, the group did not begin with that name. They were initially called the Mellow Souls and were originally a 5-man group and all teenagers. The group encountered a producer by the name of Patrick Adams, and they auditioned over the phone. Eventually, there was a personal meeting, and Adams thought that 5 was just a bit too much to work with for the vision that he saw. So one member left, and then there were 4. And the name was changed to Black Ivory. Tia mentions that the group would perform at house parties at high schools, and one of the high schools they performed, winning the grand prize, was Theodore Roosevelt High in the Bronx. It is the same high school that Tia attended. Now, Adams wanted to really get the group signed and work with another producer and record label owner by the name of Gene Red, who was also the manager for Kool and the Gang. Now, Red was able to get the group to open for Kool and the Gang, but before that, another member left the group, and now we have the 3 that we've all become familiar with: Russell Patterson, Stuart Bascom, and Leroy Burgess. The group assigned their first song in Philadelphia called Don't Turn Around. Subsequently recording their first album of the same name on Today Records. The love ballads the group would become known for are one of the main reasons Tia loves Black Ivory. Tia says, Leroy Burgess's high-pitched voice is so outstanding, pulling me into every note. Tia also states the group has a clean, striking appearance. Their songs were so mellow and beautiful as only Black Ivory can do them. Baby, Won't You Change Your Mind would be the group's second album release and contains one of Tia's favorite songs called Spinning Around.
Stay on my mind. Oh, babe. You got me spinning around. Girl, you've got me spinning.
Tia shared, when compared to other groups like the Moments, the Dells, the Delphonics, and the Stylistics, and similar R&B groups, Black Ivory was more of a local or regional group. She also states that the group has never received a Grammy nomination or even yet performed at the Grammys. She believes that this is a disrespect to the dedication and hard work the group put in. Tia also states that even in our own IFAS group, there are less than a handful of members that recognize Black Ivory. This is a group deserving of a brighter spot and definitely should have a place on our YouTube channel. At the beginning of their career, the group was mentioned in Rolling Stone magazine, with a writer calling them one of the best upcoming R&B acts. But as with most groups, Black Ivory went through a rough period, especially during the disco era. The group was known mainly for the ballads, and the fast, energetic rhythms of disco just didn't mesh with the group's style. In 1977, Leroy Burgess left the group, and now Black Ivory was a duo. It must be stated that there were no hard feelings or bitter arguments. However, in 1995, Leroy would return, and Black Ivory became very popular on the classic soul circuit. In 2011, the group would release an album called Continuum. Black Ivory has been in the business for an outstanding and incredibly 50 years. Since 2023, they are the only R&B group from the 70s that have been together with the original members. Tia has shared that when compared to other groups like the Moments, the Dells, the Delphonics, and the Stylistics, Black Ivory was more of a local or regional group. The group has never received a Grammy nomination or even yet performed at the Grammys. Tia continues, she believes this is a disrespect to the dedication and hard work the group put in. Tia also states that even in our own IFAS group, there are less than a handful of members that recognize Black Ivory. This is a group that is deserving of a brighter spot and should have a place on our YouTube channel. This has been Looking Back, an Artist in Review. I'm Pamela D, and thank you for listening.